1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, testing. Well, let's see. Hello. Sorry, I can't do this seriously. I'm sorry, I had to do some sort of entrance because I'm looking at this right now and it just looks clean. All right, I love the colors going on right now. It's good, and I actually fixed my camera so it's actually using its full 2K 4K. It's actually really good, and I'm actually using its full capabilities rather than being pixelated. I am much more clearer, so hopefully I can continue that in other videos. But anyways, this video is going to be a bit different. One, I am somewhere else. Where am I? I don't know. I'm on a business trip, and I felt like I had some time, and I wanted to record some videos. And what better one to start off this trip by changing it up a little bit. I don't usually make this kind of content, but it's something that I've been stewing on for a very long time. I'll just be blunt about it. Smartphones that have been taking over our lives for years. Ever since they came out, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love smartphones. They are the pinnacle of handheld phone ingenuity. You can do so much with them. You can use AI, you can take crystal clear 4K pictures, you can do all sorts of stuff in the matter of holding something in your palm. And that's insane. That is an incredible achievement society has made. Now, with that being said, it is not, I feel like it's gone away from that focus of using it as something to help us. And now I feel like it is more just trying to be on the phone 24/7. Let me rephrase that. I feel like every phone company is trying to make it so that we are on phones much longer. And not only just phone companies, but like apps, you know, they're trying to make it so you're on there longer. And it makes sense, you know, because if I was somebody making an app, I'd want people to go on my content. I'd want people to watch it, hopefully, all the way through. Or play a game all the way through. That's how you get money. But it's just taking over our lives, and it's so bad for your mental health if you don't know how to put your phone down. And I've gotten tired, and to the point where it's affecting my life. It's affecting the way I think. I'm always foggy, groggy. Every time I wake up, I look at my phone. Every time I'm just out and about, look on my phone. If it's a weird moment in the room, take out my phone, scroll through it. The biggest thing I've been having issues with is doom scrolling. Oh my god. I doom scroll for hours, and that's a problem. Like, there are so much funny stuff out there, but not worth ruining my mental health. So this is a journey that I wanted to show you what I've been on. I tried a lot of things. Initially, I tried just deleting the social media. I've tried it. I didn't really take it seriously. It weaned back into my life again, and I was doom scrolling again for hours and hours and hours. And I've tried it a few times. I've also tried on some phones, they have a digital well-being app where they can monitor and control how long you're on apps, which is pretty helpful. You could set timers. I did that for a while, but eventually I just got lazy about taking it seriously and I got rid of it. Or I kept extending the timer that you can be on the app, because you can do that. You can keep extending them. Eventually, I just crashed. And obviously, you don't visually see that because, you know, it's just, I make a video whenever I can, but I crashed and it didn't feel good. That's putting it the nicest way. I got depressed and I wanted to see change in my life. And I know it was the phone. So I went through the journey of looking through flip phones. Now, I know what you're thinking. Danny, why flip phones? It is so far back in the technological advancement that we're in. How are you going to live in this day and age? Well, I did research. I wrote it down on a clipboard. So one of the phones that I bought, I'm not sponsored by the way, I'm just giving my honest opinion. The Cat, what is it? The Cat S22 Flip. I was really impressed with this one. It's very durable. It is a little weight to it, but it looks like it'll last me a long time. It even has a integrated touchscreen feature, so I could still have a little bit of the touchscreen, but primarily just use the buttons. But the issue I ran into is I got this phone wanting a more traditional flip phone, and then in the back of my mind I was like, okay, well, smartphone feature, that's really cool. I found out that it is more screen than it is keyboard. You know, how you can see there are letters. You can't really use those. You're very limited on the usage of them. It's more touchscreen. Really, you can only use them for calling, and that's not what I wanted. So that kind of stopped me for a second. Really nice phone though. I like it. If it's something that you need a backup for, if you are a kind of worker or you have the job that you need multiple phones, that's a good backup. Pretty solid. So the next phone I tried was the Nokia 2780 Flip. I thought this was really cool. It was nice, sleek design, very simple, like a traditional flip phone. But the issue I ran into this one is it is a little too archaic. One of the important things that I needed still in, normal day of life is an app called WhatsApp. We use it at work. And this phone does not have that in its app store. The kind of software that phone has is something called Kai OS or KAI OS. You can still get a lot of apps on there. You can play some games, but it doesn't have a lot of the newer stuff like WhatsApp. So that sadly wouldn't work for me. But I do recommend that phone if you are an older person that doesn't really need smartphones. And if you need something super simple, that's basically all I would really recommend that for. Last but certainly not least, I found a savior. I found the TCL Flip 2. Now this was really nice. It's a track phone. Same thing, very simple. Feels nice in your hand. But this has Android software, so I could download apps like normal. And I can also use the web browser much easier. I can access a lot more features, a lot more things. This was very helpful in being versatile. I love it. This is the traditional flip phone that I wanted. It uses the texting features, the phone features, just like the Nokia as well. But as I was using it, I tried downloading WhatsApp. It worked. I tried going on the web browser to access things, and it does not fit the phone. It minimizes what browser you're on to the smallest degree, where when you scroll, it's super enlarged that you keep missing what you're trying to scroll to, and you can barely click on things. You can't even type. Some things are just touchscreen needed, and obviously the flip phone, you cannot do that. I sat there and I really felt defeated. I was like, I finally found the flip phone that I wanted, that I've been looking for, and I still don't feel right. This does not work for me. And it sucks because this would be a really good phone for me personally. And I barely used it. I've used it for a few days. I even got a cell phone carrier separate from my current smartphone plan, and it works. It works good. But with that being said, I did a lot of deep thinking, and this is just how the world has evolved, is we need smartphones. It's simple as that. When you try to schedule a meeting, you need smartphone to access certain apps. Something that's super helpful is like the patient portal, at a medical provider. And with that being said, I can access a lot of these things just on a computer or on a laptop. But I sat and thought, and I was like, you know what? This is not working. I can't give up. So I went back a few steps. I was like, okay, well, this day and age, you basically need a smartphone just to make your life not a living hell. What can I do? Let's really think about this. And I did. I did a lot of brainstorming, a lot of thinking, and I was like, okay. I came to the conclusion, what if I just make it as inconvenient as possible? And what if I try to limit just the usage of the smartphone in its entirety, not just social media? Because that was my primary problem, my primary focus, but I was still finding myself continuing on using that stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try to be off of it as much as I can so I'm not as attached to it anymore. So I'm not used to picking it up and looking at it and scrolling and having the temptation. That's the most important part. Having that temptation really affected me. One of the things that I use a lot is the calendar. The calendar on the phone is super helpful. It's right there whenever you need to see something that's coming up, a reminder. But I was on my phone. So I ended up buying a small mini planner. Actually, go get it. Yeah, so now I actually carry a binder with me. It has all my important documents in it, and I carry a little planner with me. I keep everything written down, and so far I like it. It's really nice. It keeps me off my phone, and it's nice because I could just scribble notes, and it doesn't have to be in a format of text. It could be whatever I want because I have a pencil. Another thing I was attached to was the notes page. I did use the notes a lot just to keep track of information, and it was super handy to be on my phone. Or in the binder, I have a notepad that I just kind of jot notes on. Another thing I used was the clock and the alarm. That was probably my first mistake in having a smartphone, is using the alarm clock. And I'll tell you why. When the first thing you wake up to in the morning is your phone, that temptation is immediately there. It is wired into your brain every morning to look at your phone, stop it, and then a little spark ignites in the back of your head. We're like, oh, well, I'm already on my phone. Let's check everything else. Let's check my notifications. Let's check my social media apps, see what notifications are there. I realized that was one of the bigger problems, was using the alarm clock on my phone. That's where I boiled it down to. So I ended up buying a normal alarm clock. I have it right bedside with me, and it's actually made my sleep a little better. I don't wake up as groggy anymore because it's not the first thing that I look at, and it also holds me responsible for waking up on time because I can't set 20 alarms as you can on a smartphone. So I'm doing better with that, and I actually like it. The biggest thing that would be hard to give up on if I go to a flip phone was the camera. So that is something that I am sticking with. I love my camera. My camera takes really good quality pictures, and the storage space for all your pictures. I'm a big photographer, and I love taking group selfies and all that stuff. So it's something that I had to keep, which is not a bad thing because I only take them when I need them. And it's very helpful when I'm at work and there's something I needed to remind myself later. I just take a quick picture of it, and so when I'm out and about at home, maybe I can refer back to my note. So with me not being on social media apps anymore, I've been taking it more seriously. Now that I'm not on my phone all the time, I'm not as attentive to wanting, oh Jesus, it's bright. Now that I'm not as attentive to my phone, I still have my computer, and I could still access Facebook, Instagram, social media in its entirety on the computer. So I'm not off the face of the earth. I'm still in with the times, you know what I mean? Just from a distance. I'm not always on my phone scrolling, doom scrolling specifically. Only when I'm at home on my computer. That's the only time I can access my social media, which has helped me tremendously. I don't get stuck into the deep dive of brain rot. Another thing that I used a lot was Google Maps. For one, Google Maps, super helpful. It's a navigation system built on your phone. I mean, what else can I say? But I found a good replacement. My vehicle that I drive has a built-in navigation system, and I have not been using it. Why? It's right there. So, you know, I worked on that a little bit. I realized I needed a new navigation SD card, but I got that. I've been using the nav system on that, and it's super helpful. It does exactly what I need. It was a little difficult at the start of navigating it because it is a bit different than what I'm used to, but it works, and it's much better for me. So basically, I found all these things that can keep me off my phone. Really, it's changed my life. For months on end, even years, I just scroll and I'm so glued to my phone. It's just deteriorated my mental health. And when I finally just clicked, when I realized, you know, I can't live like this anymore, I was on the flip phone journey for about, I'd say like a month and a half, until I really hammered down on this smartphone usage situation. And it's changed it for the better. Like, I feel like I'm more free to do things. I'm more motivated to get things done around the house, which has been a struggle for months. Chores are being done on time. I'm finding things to do around, you know, the property. Finding more time for my friends, you know, my family, my significant other, my hobbies. I've spent more time doing hobbies, and it's been good. It's been a really good feeling to still be able to use this smartphone and not have it take over my life. And it means a lot. I can't stress that enough. It has changed my life for the better. And I really encourage people out there that are struggling with this to learn from what I've done and use that as a learning opportunity. You know, this may not work for you, and this may not work the first time. As I said, like, I tried it a bunch of times and it never really stuck until I really hit the down slope, really hit the bottom of that slope. And it took me a while. It took me too long, but I'm happy that I'm realizing it now, and I'm happy that I can actually work on it and it actually works. I'm really seeing results, and that is important. Smartphones were made to be a tool, not to replace your life, which I feel like that is what we're slowly going into. Obviously, you know, the way technology is advancing, we're making so many breakthroughs that are positive, and some of it's scary, you know? Like, I know the biggest thing I've been hearing about is AI and how dangerous it could be. At the same time, being super helpful, you know? This is a new technological advancement that we are expounding on and finding really, really cool results. But it is a little scary to think about, you know, that it could, just technology in general is taking over our lives. But it's important to remember our place as humans in society, and to not have technology treat you like it's a bitch, is what I'm trying to say. You're strong, you're powerful, you can do anything you want to if you put your mind to it, and don't lose hope. Some motivational words for you. But I wanted to share that experience with you guys, and I truly hope this helps. This helped me, and I'm not saying I'm done, because this is still ongoing. I'm still really, really working hard on this issue. I'm seeing good improvements, I'm seeing good results, but it's not done yet. I need to keep up on this so it doesn't go back down again. With that being said, thank you guys for joining my journey. If you like this video, please press the like button and mean a lot to me. Leave a comment section down below if you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or constructive criticism, and press the subscribe button if you'd like to see more content like this. Thank you. That damn sun keeps...